Hey everybody, welcome back to Windwordsville Music Speaks podcast, where we fight depression with power music. I'm your handicapped host, James Cox, and I have another great interview today, but let me tell you about it first. Introducing Sophia Renee. Did I get that right?
Yes.
All right, perfect. You are a country artist whose debut single is Not Enough offers a blend of 70s and modern sounds, showcasing your vocal prowess and small town charm. Drawing deeply from a life marked by personal challenges, you transform your experiences into a heartfelt, catchy song that resonates with authentic storytelling. Right? Yes, got it.
Thanks.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Yeah, yeah. I found out you live in California,
Mhm.
and we talked about it off air, and yeah, we got our time zones confused, but we're here now, so it's all right.
We made
We
it.
made it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I will say that I love you the most right now because I found a new country artist that I really love, and you are my new favorite artist of all time right now. So
Thank
that's
you
great.
so much.
Yeah. One song that I really, really love is Pressed Flowers, you know.
Oh, thank you.
And I think I found that to be more old school country, because it
Yeah.
sounds like you're really trying to bring that back because that's a sound I miss because I grew up with 80s, 90s, old school country.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's very rare that the artists now are bringing back the old stuff.
Yeah.
What was your thought process on this song Press Flowers, and where did your country uh um, where did you get influence from? Because it was your like granddad, your mom, or who?
Yeah. Well, I think where I live, country is so popular. So I think everybody around me has influenced me.
Yeah.
But the thought process behind it, um, well, my producer, he sent me the track and I was listening to it. And at the time, I was kind of going through a little bit of a breakup. And that's the way
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
process things is
Yeah.
writing. So I just kind of started writing about that and Pressed Flowers came out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems to me, all joking aside, that seems to be the main theme, breakout country, it blends so well, it's like,
They go
come
hand in
on.
hand.
Right, they do. Ever since the 80s and 90s, it's always been breakup and I can't find my dog and somebody died, which is fine, but it's like,
Yeah.
come on, man,
Yeah.
great. But that song sounds like it should be on like a movie or a TV show. Has
Mm.
anybody reached out to you yet about wanting any of your songs to be on like any big
No,
projects? No?
not
Oh,
yet.
no?
Hopefully, fingers
Oh,
crossed.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So, yeah, so okay, so your single okay, so Is That Enough is your second single. You do have a new single called On Again, Off Again, correct?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Is That Enough was the first, my debut. Then
Right.
On Again, Off Again came out, and we kind of just threw it out there. We had no plan. We just decided to drop it one day. And then Pressed Flowers was the third one.
Third one. Okay. So Press Flowers is your newest one.
Yeah, that's the newest
Okay.
one.
Okay. Yeah. Because is that enough? Like I said before, it blends society and modern country. So
Mhm.
what specific elements or artists from the 70s country era most influenced you making that song?
You know, I didn't have a whole lot of um artists when writing it. My producer, I usually don't write music this way, but he sends tracks to me and it was a really new experience for me. So he had all of his favorite people and he, created that track and I just got to write along to it. And I think the track itself is what really brings that 70s vibe to it.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote on top of that.
Yeah. Now, did the lyrics come naturally for that tune, or did you like have to take a few days to process what you heard?
It was really hard at first to
Okay,
write
yeah.
two tracks because normally, anytime I'd write a song, I'd sit down with my guitar and I'd come up with it. So having almost a fully done track with drums and piano and everything sent to me was very new for me.
Mm,
Um, it was, I don't know, it was very exciting though, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And once you get in the groove,
mm,
you know, it starts to flow easily.
right.
You get to do it really easily.
Yeah. Yeah, because it seems like when you do something over and over and over and over again, you get accustomed to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get
Yeah.
that. So, um, now for you, I know it's different from some artists, but for you, would lyrics come first always, and then the music, or is it the flip side?
It's usually the opposite for me. So
Okay.
normally the
Okay.
music comes first, then a melody, and then I write the lyrics.
Right. Yeah, because I know a lot of people write lyrics first, and I still
Yeah.
don't know, and I still don't know how to make melodies through their lyrics. It's strange, because I
Yeah.
know,
I do that way.
yeah, because I know Metallica does that. But that's
Yeah.
Metallica. They're like a big old band, So yeah,
Yeah.
right. So,
They'll do things.
um, so did I read this right? Your grandfather taught you how to play guitar, or was that
Yes.
okay? Good, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. He taught me um the gist of it. He taught me the basics, and then I'd go up to my room and I'd play around with those, and I'd come back down and I'd say, I need to learn how to play a B minor. How do you play B minor? And he
yeah.
showed me, and then I'd go back up to my room and keep writing and do that over and over again.
Yeah. I just got me a brand new guitar. I have four guitars that I don't play. Yeah, I got I got two Jacksons. I got a Randy Rhoads model. I got a basic generic guitar that has no brand name right there.
Uh-huh.
And then I just got me a Fender Thin Line. I,
Yeah.
I love it. I love the way it looks. Um, so you are like a professional now playing guitar, I would say. Now for me and my listeners, to you, what are some great chords to start off first? And what is the number one song to begin playing for you?
I think it's different for everybody.
Right.
My best advice would be learn all the basics. So learn G, E minor, C, D. Like those four chords are going to be in every song,
Okay.
almost every song ever, especially country.
Right.
And then I would say, there's no one specific song you need to start with. You need to start with something that you're inspired to play, something that you love, and that's going to give you the motivation to actually learn and struggle through the hard parts of learning guitar.
Right. And is there any one song that you think that it's like, is there one artist that you go to while you're learning beginner? Because I heard that Tom Petty would be the absolute number one to go to, because he has those chords in their songs too.
Maybe he would be.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of really great songs.
Yeah.
I didn't take any of his when I was learning.
No? Oh, okay.
I was really obsessed with Taylor Swift, and so every single song
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I would be practicing would be a Taylor Swift song. So
Oh,
that's
there you
why I
go.
say
Yeah.
you should do a song you love, you
Well,
know.
she started out with country and then became a pop star. So I mean, it worked, right? It worked for her. So
Yeah, it worked out.
yeah.
Tom Petty though, he's got some really good music too to
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah.
Um, I think my guitar class that I was in high school, actually I wasn't part of it. I just liked to go hang out with them. Um, they did Wagon Wheel, and that was a really good one for them to learn on. So
Yeah.
Wagon Wheel's a great one.
Wired well. I have one friend that she's a singer, and she goes to the bars and venues and they do cover songs, and she hates that song. She can't stand that song, but she has to
Yeah.
sing it because everybody loves that song.
Yeah.
I think it was from old old Grove Medicine Show or something, and then Darius Rucker took it and flew off with it. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
but you've been performing since 2022, correct?
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been playing live. Um, well, singing live, I mean, I started since fourth grade, but really performing with a band and everything, yeah,
Yeah.
about 2022.
Yeah. So, what has been the most valuable lessons that you've learned about live performance and connecting with the audience?
Um, People want to see you succeed. So,
Yeah.
you go up there and you mess up. And when you're you start off small. Everyone was going to start off small. So I started off in little restaurants and everything. And those people, they're not going to care if you mess up a little bit of a chord. So don't panic over that kind of thing. You got to learn how to just push past that, ignore it. You can even laugh at yourself if you have to, but
Right.
keep going.
Yeah. Nice.
Because people don't care. They don't care if you messed it up.
No. Well, I mean, I guess, well, your haters will, Of course, your haters
Yeah,
will,
the people that
Yeah.
that matter are the people that are rooting for you, the
Right.
people.
And they want to come see you. And that's the other way. Because I don't think haters really come to shows. Well,
Yeah,
some of them
so
do, but yeah, some do, but
yeah. So
your
when you're
lovers
starting
will.
off small and you're in a little restaurant and you've got your family there and a
Yeah.
couple people, you practice there, work out the nerves at a smaller thing. And as you get, as you work
Yeah.
yourself up to bigger and bigger shows, you're gonna get more practice in, you're gonna get smoother with everything, and you're not gonna be so nervous getting up there.
Exactly. Um, let's go back a minute because I forgot to ask you this about your songwriting process. Can you take us through step by step on how you create a song? Like what do you vision first, and how do you progress that song to be completed lyrically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first, the motivation has to hit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't sit down and write a song whenever I want.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
have to
But
be
not
in the
yet.
right
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then from there, you figure out what mood are you in? Do you want to write a breakup song or a love song or a song about your cats, Um, you have to figure out what you're going to write about. And then
Yeah.
normally I sit down with my guitar and I pull up some chords and I hum a little bit along to it and I figure out I'm trying to make the chord progression sound the way I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's a little hard to
Yeah. It's
explain
yeah.
logically, but
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
it
I
has to sound right. And once you
right.
find that correct thing, I'll hum a melody. I'll throw a couple lyrics here and there. Just I try and just describe what I'm feeling
Yeah.
in a way that rhymes and sounds
Yeah.
nice together. But really, I'm just telling what I'm feeling, what I'm going through.
Right. And I think you would like if you're stuck on something, you would just walk around the park or something, just get your clear right here and something will click, like
Yeah.
I right, and then you can continue on that, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you get stuck or something, take a break, go take a breather, step outside,
Yeah,
go, go think about what you're trying to write the song about and
yeah,
just think about everything that you experience when you're going through that.
yeah,
And, you'll come up with that motivation or you're walking through the park and you see a girl with her dog or something, and that'll give you that right motivation to get back in there and finish your song.
right, yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. So you are okay. So you're not currently signed to any major company yet, are you?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm
so
in.
you independent artist. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. So what, according to you, what would be the hardest thing to do as an independent artist? Because I
I
know I've heard promoting yourself is completely hard, and it's hard for me too. So I
Yeah.
understand that, but according to you, what would that be?
Well, yeah, I definitely
What
agree.
was that?
Promoting
Yeah,
yourself is so hard.
yeah,
Um, I think what goes along into it, one of the things that makes it really hard is social media. I'm
yeah,
very bad at it. I'm currently supposed to be recording another video to throw up there, and I'm procrastinating it because I'm not doing
yeah, yeah.
it. Yeah, the social media is really hard for me.
Yeah. So okay, so you just reminded me of a question. Okay, so when you record videos for your songs, how do you do it? Like do you go on and seek like video directors first, or like how does that how do you
Do
do
you make
that?
music videos?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so we only did one so far for
Okay.
Pressed Flowers. And that one was kind of unique. My producer, my manager, they knew um, a lady named Mindy Vella, and she does videos around here, and she wanted to get into creating music videos. And, she wanted to come work with us, and she was gonna come do it for free so she could practice. And it was a really great experience. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, we just happened to know someone who wanted to do it.
And so did she kind of like where did the idea from the video come from? Did you tell her what you wanted first, and then she like guide you and like that's not gonna work. This will work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of collaboration. We sent her the song and she listened down to it and we are like, this we're gonna give you full creative freedom over here
Yeah.
and you come up with whatever you want to do and from there we'll all work together to make it, you know, the vision that we're having. So she came up with the color scheme and what I should be wearing and where we were gonna go and all the shots that she wanted to get and it was great.
Yeah.
She kind of did it all on her own, and there were just a couple things here and there that we would say, "Oh, we should go do this. We should film in front of these flowers." And the song was Pressed Flowers, so
Well,
it was
yeah.
all
Yeah.
about
All of that
flowers
flowers.
here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was basically it. She
Yeah.
she handled most of it.
Nice. So, so she made this super easy for you, where you didn't have to really think about anything. You could just
She
go
was
and do it, and
wonderful.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Yes.
yeah,
I love I love those kind of people that make it super easy, because you don't want to make your job harder than it should be,
yeah,
make
yeah.
it
She
super
was really
easy.
great. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I've never done it
Well,
before.
I never, I never seen it done, and that's why because some bands have like a really hard time creating videos from like
Yeah,
directors, and there's other people like you, but it's so smooth,
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah, cool, cool.
yeah. I got
Oh,
lucky.
but yes, you did, yes, you did. Okay, so we do have at least three more questions for you, and then we will try to make it real quick and real simple for you, just like your director. Yes, right.
Yeah,
All
what
right,
I like.
right. Okay, so your question one out of three is okay. So I'm not gonna ask how old you are because that's not what I do here. So we're imagining that we are in your room looking around. Okay. Are
Mhm.
we seeing any musical posters? And if so, which ones are we looking at?
I have a guitar chord progression poster.
Always needed? Yes.
Um, that right now that's about it. I'm in my living room at my
Okay.
house. So,
Okay. Yeah.
uh, yeah, that's about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. You didn't have any like band posters on the wall when you were growing up at all?
Um,
Or
I
like
had
any
a
kind
Taylor
of
Swift
musical,
poster.
huh?
A
What?
Taylor Swift
Taylor
poster.
Swift. Perfect.
That's
Yeah.
about it. I didn't
That's
really
it.
hang stuff on my walls. I wasn't really allowed to.
Oh, okay, well that's cool. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so the second question is going to be okay. So you have four of the okay. So we're going to do like a Mount Rushmore of your favorite artists or bands. Okay, you have four of them. Which four are your favorite bands of all time? So you could do singers, bands. Yeah, singers or bands, I guess. Got four of
Okay.
them. Yeah.
Um, well, I mean, I've already mentioned Taylor Swift twice
There.
already.
Well, yeah.
That's
You
number one
got
since I
out of
was
there.
a
Yeah.
little kid. She was
Yeah.
the greatest of all time. Megan Maroney, I'm loving her right now.
Okay.
Um, Lainey Wilson, I love, love, love Lainey Wilson. And Glass Animals. Glass Animals
Oh,
is great.
I gotta look them up.
Yeah. Oh,
Are
I
they
love them.
are they country or no?
No, they're not country.
Okay.
They did, I think it was popular back in 2021, the song Heat Waves.
Okay.
I'd say that's probably one of their most
Mm.
popular. So that would be most recognizable.
Nice, nice, nice. And our very last question is going to be the hardest question I've asked today. I guess for you. Okay, so is there one song, album, or artist that you can listen to, but you can't tell me, your dad, your mom, anybody else how it makes you feel deep inside your soul?
Um, hmm, that is a hard question.
Yeah.
Um, I love Megan Maroney's song Wonder.
Okay.
Um, that one just makes me feel, I don't even know how to explain it. You
That,
just feel
that
that song in your bones. Either
yeah.
that one or You Should Probably Leave by Chris Stapleton. I just love that like
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
moody. I love the guitar licks in it. That electric guitar sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, those two songs really make me feel something.
Nice. Well, Well, I'm definitely gonna have to check out that Megan Maroney. I don't think I've ever heard. I don't know if I heard her songs or something, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, she's really doing well.
Okay.
She got popular off of her song Tennessee Orange.
Okay.
Um, so
Not
that I love
Tennessee
that one
whiskey, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So all
too.
right. Okay, so are we on well, okay, so we're on Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
TikTok. Are we on
Yes.
TikTok? Okay, yes.
Yeah.
And we're on is there anything else like we're on so I can, you know,
Not YouTube.
X well
Other than that,
yeah.
yeah, I
Other
think
than that,
that's
yeah, okay. Okay,
it.
so Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Perfect. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do love you for coming on the show and we honestly thank you and please come back anytime you want to.
Thank you
I
for having
will share all your music with everybody, you know.
me.
Yeah, just have a good day, okay?
You too,
All
James.
right.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah, okay. Okay, and with that said, everybody, thank you so much for listening. And always remember when words fail, music speaks. Bye, guys.